Welcome. So today we're just going to be doing a feel good flow. I don't really have anything planned. I'm just going to get on my mat and move. So hopefully you'll come practice with me. Okay. Sorry, that was loud. So we're going to make our way to our mats onto the ground. We're going to do child's pose. So take your knees as wide as the yoga mat, two big toes to touch, melting the hips to the heels, melting the forehead to the mats. Arms reach forward. Let's take a couple cleansing breaths together. So inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sigh it out. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. So just giving your body and your mind time to arrive here. Really just letting go of this morning, this day, letting go of whatever you have to do after this video, and just really try to be present with yourself, with your body, the sensations, and really show up for yourself. Maybe set an intention for this practice. Maybe it is just learning to let go and just be present in this moment with your breath. Maybe it's finding a little bit of self acceptance. Maybe it's self care, self love, or simply you just want to feel better, feel good flow. Whatever you come up with is enough, even if you don't come up with anything. You're here showing up, and that's everything. Okay, so begin to walk the fingertips forward, coming up onto the fingertips, stretching through the arms. And begin to walk the arms all the way over to the right, stretching the left side body. Breathing into the left side body. And walking back to center, walking your hands all the way to the left. Breathing into the right side body. Coming back to center, reaching the hands forward once more. Really reach, reach, reach. And then inhale. Look forward, coming all the way onto the belly. And then extend your right arm out to the side, pressing into your left palm, pushing your hips till they're stacked. Broken wing pose. If you need a little bit more, you can bend the top leg and plant the foot behind the extended leg. Breathe here. Coming back to center. Extending that left arm out to the side, pressing into that right hand, pushing yourself until your hips are stacked. My back just cracked. I love this pose. Coming back to center. And then we'll come up to all fours. Really spreading the fingertips nice and wide, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, really pushing the ground away from you. Really being mindful of the hand placement. Then we'll inhale, tilt the tailbone, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up to the sky, chest opens. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, rounding. Keep this going. You can stay in the traditional cat-cow. Or you can bump your hips to the right, look past your left shoulder. Coming back to center, bump your hips to the left, look past your right shoulder. And then if it feels good, start to make some hip circles here. Maybe getting into the shoulders. Maybe coming back to the heels. Then coming forward, finding your own little movement here. Moving with the breath. And then we'll inhale, come forward to Cobra Pose. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Open the heart. Exhale. Child's Pose. Inhale, come forward. Cobra. Exhale, Child's. Once more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, Child's. Inhale, come forward to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Really pressing into the knuckles to take pressure off the wrist. Tilting the tailbone up to the sky. Wrapping the shoulder blades like you're trying to close the armpits. Core is engaged. You can come to stillness or you can begin to pedal it out. Go ahead and bend the right knee into the midline. Look past your left armpit. And then bend your left knee, looking past your right armpit. Coming back to center, pedaling it out. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Nice slow walk to forward fold. Feet can be hip distance apart here. And go ahead and grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. And begin to rock side to side. And you can keep your knees bent generously here. It helps create length in the back of the body. And then inhale, half lift. Elbows pointing straight back. Crown of the head pointing straight forward. Core is engaged. Exhale, forward fold. And then we're going to inhale, look up. Sweep the arms up. Palms touch. Exhale. Hands to your heart center. Then we'll inhale, soft knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look out. Rise with the flat back. Exhale, palms at your heart center. Taking a breath here. Nice soft knees. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, reach the crown of the head forward, elbows back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look out, rise up, palms touch. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, rise with the flat back, nice long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, big stretch, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a breath here. Soft knees, will inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And then we'll exhale, plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. Before you lower the knees, inhale, shift forward onto the toes so our shoulders are past our wrists. Then you can lower the knees. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Then lift the booty first, the belly, and then we'll inhale, rise, modified plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a few cleansing breaths here. Maybe come to stillness. Really pressing into the knuckles. Then bend the knees generously. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Big stretch, arms up. Exhale, hands by your heart center. We'll do that once more. Soft knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Inhale, half lift, elbows back, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward onto the toes. Then you can lower the knees. Exhale, chest lands first, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, lower all the way down. Lift the belly first, then inhale, arm or modified plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a few cleansing breaths here. Inhaling deeply through the nose, and then exhale, sighing it out. Bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Big stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Notice how you feel after that. I love sun salutations. They're my favorite. I do them every day. Okay, soft knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Reach the head forward. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant the palms, but we're going to step it back to down dog. We'll anchor through that left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, shift the hips open. Reaching that right heel back towards the glute. Breathe here, squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Really pressing into both hands evenly. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, shift it forward. Plant the foot between the palms. Stay on the ball joint of that back foot. Squeeze everything into the midline. We'll inhale, rise. High lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Pulse it out here. Staying with the breath. Staying with a strong pose. Then plant the left palm to the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Look up, squeezing that knee into the midline. Then we'll plant the right palm. We'll step the left foot back. We'll step the left foot up. Pivot on that back foot, pyramid pose. So reaching that right hip back and that left hip forward. Feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. Maybe melting down into the pose or keeping the flat back. Careful not to bend or to lock this knee. So you really want to squeeze the quad here. Plant the palms, step it back, down dog. Anchor through that right heel, lift the left leg up and back. Bend the knees, shift the hips open, keeping the shoulders squared. Pressing into both hands evenly. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bend the knees, shift it forward, planting the foot between the palms. We're on the ball joint of that big toe. We'll squeeze everything into the midline. We'll inhale, rise. High lunge. Relax the shoulders. Then we'll plant the right palm. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky, squeezing that knee into the center. Then we'll plant the palm. We'll step the right foot up, pivot on that back foot, pyramid on this side. Pushing that left hip back, the right hip forward. Notice how this side feels different than the other side. Again, you can melt into it or you can come up to a flat back. You can use blocks here. Keep that quad engaged so it's not locked, the knee. Plant the palms, step it back, down dog. And then we'll bring our feet together and we'll lower the knees, sitting on top of the heels. And just take a breath here. So we'll place one palm on our lap And place the other palm on top of that one. Sitting up nice and tall. Noticing how you feel. Then we'll come back to all fours. We'll tuck our toes, lift our hips up and back, down dog, paddle it out. Anchor through that left heel. Inhale, lift the left or the right leg up high. Bend the knees, shift it forward, plant it between the palms. Pivot on that back foot. Windmill the hands up for warrior two. Making sure we can still see our big toe here. So our knee is stacked over our ankle. And sometimes our knee wants to go towards the left. So really press it back to the right. Level out the hips. Sometimes it wants to go to the left or poke out your butt. So really tuck the tailbone, level the hips, squeeze that knee out to the right, arms out to a T, relax the shoulders, gaze past your right fingertips. Maybe pulse it if that feels good. Straighten that front leg, bump the hips out to the left, reach forward and down with the right fingertips. Left arm up to the sky, triangle pose. Really lift up through the hips, the core. You don't want to dump your weight into that hand. We really want to lift up. Breathe here. Keeping this leg straight, we'll windmill the hands back for reverse triangle. Open that side body. Bend through that right knee. Warrior two. Then we'll windmill the hands to frame the foot. Low lunge. Step it back. Down dog. Anchor through that right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Bend the knees, shift it forward, planting the foot between the palms. Pivot on that back foot. Windmill the hands up. Warrior two. Checking to see if you can see that big toe. And I forgot to say, you want to make sure your front heel is in line with the back arch of your foot. Level out the hips. Warrior two, relax the shoulders. Maybe pulse it. Straighten that front leg. Bump the hips out to the right. Reach forward and down with the left fingertips. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. Then keeping that front leg straight, we'll windmill the hands back for reverse triangle. Come back through to warrior two. Then we'll windmill the hands to frame the foot, pivot on that back foot, step it back. Down dog. Lower the knees to all fours, and then we'll take that right knee, lift it up behind the right wrist for pigeon pose. Extend the back leg long. You can stay here, or you can melt into the pose. Breathe into that right hip, that right glute. Try to relax in this pose. If you have a block, you can place it underneath your right glute here. Then we'll come on up. Press into the hands. Come back to all fours. And then take that left knee behind the left wrist. Straighten that right leg. Pigeon pose. Staying up on the hands if that feels good. Or lowering down to the forehand hands. Or you can even lower your forehead to the mat. Breathe into that left glute, that left hip. Go ahead and press yourself back up. Coming to all fours. We'll cross the ankles here, walking ourselves back till we're on our sit bones. Come to the middle of your mat, keeping the knees bent. We'll go ahead and bring the feet together and then let the knees fall out for reclined bound angle pose or reclined butterfly. Place your hands on your belly or next to you, or even on your inner thighs here if that feels good, on your hips. Or arms up overhead. Coming back to that intention. Then go ahead and take your hands, place them on the backs of your knees, and go ahead and help your legs up. And then we're going to extend the left leg long, hug the right knee into the chest, and then guide it over to the left. Right arm out to a T, and then your left hand can be on your right knee. Gaze past your right fingertips. Coming back to center. Hugging that knee back into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Hugging that left knee in. Guiding the knee over to the right. Left arm out to a T. Gaze past your left fingertips. Coming back to center. Hugging the knee into the chest once more. And then hugging both knees into a chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug, maybe rocking side to side. And then go ahead and roll over to the right side in a fetal position. Taking a breath here. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. We'll take one last final breath together. So move the flesh away from the sitting bones. You really want to feel yourself rooted here. So we'll inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, palms touch and come to the heart center. Thank you for practicing with me and being patient with me. Namaste.